going to do a podcast, but then we took a club to the knee.
Oh my god. What was that, last week? You just got clubbed in the knee like
motherfuckers around here, they don't carry bow and arrows. They carry
down
clubs.
south. That's too fancy for us. Arrows and shit.
We ain't got enough money for bows and arrows. We can buy arrow bows. We can't buy no bows.
Well, what's up? Welcome to Startup X, presented by 26 TV. This is episode 19. I'm your host, Six Sensei. Joining me today, Sick Lawless.
What's up?
Sick Psycho.
What's happening?
What's up, gentlemen? We took a week off. How'd you enjoy your little, vacation from Startup X and work and the holidays and stuff? How'd it go?
It was all right. I really wish I had me a bow and arrow, though.
It
kind of sucks that we can't afford those down here.
You had a club.
So
apparently we took an arrow to the knee. Or, I'm sorry, a club to the knee.
We took a club to the knee last week. Couldn't make the...
Too much.
God, you YouTube motherfuckers are retarded.
Oh, all right, enough of this shit.
No, last week was great. We played a lot of nothing, really.
We enjoyed the Christmas noobs. I did, anyway.
Yeah, that was some fun shit.
Did some live streaming, poning some Christmas noobs. I hope they enjoyed getting sniped in the face.
Yeah. To the face.
How was Skyrim for you, buddy?
Absolutely wonderful.
So you had an issue, though. A glitch stopped you from being able to play.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry I reminded you about it.
You had to bring that up, didn't you?
So a glitch on the PlayStation, as most people know.
After 76 hours on this one character, yes, I had to create another character because...
something happened?
See, what happened was...
we get one of these stories. What happened was...
I was, earlier in the game...
You did something.
Well, no, I was walking to this one area, and I seen this dragon flying around, breathing fire, and I was like, I'm not going over there. Well, come to find out, he was destroying all these people I was supposed to kill in a mission that I was doing right now. And, yeah, it didn't register.
Nice.
So what happened? You went back to the village and nobody's there?
I went back to the fort. Nobody's there. It still says 100% enemies remaining, but nobody's there.
Because the dragon wiped him out for you.
Yeah, the dragon wiped him out.
Well, it should be like 0%.
The only thing left there was a horse. So I start raping that horse.
Raping being the operative word here.
It still got 100% remaining. So
I don't feel bad for the horse.
Moving on.
Anyway.
So that's a little bitter moment for you in the Skyrim tale.
Yeah, 70 plus hours in, we started a whole new character.
I got to create another character, so I was happy.
He's happy about that.
Yes,
I would have been pissed.
God, Skyrim must be great.
It's the greatest game to this point in history now.
If I choose to play a game again, that's one thing. But if I get forced into it, I'm going to be mad about that.
That's right.
I'm sorry.
Well, I'm glad we all had a great 2011. And
dude, how was yours?
Whoa! I just said I had enjoyed sniping Christmas noobs and live streaming.
That was it?
That's it, baby. Good Christmas, good New Year's.
Good noobs.
Getting crunk, good noobs.
Good noobs.
Good noobs this year.
Whoa! What the... You got me, too. It's a little hard now. I'm not going to lie. The nipple, that is.
Got the gamer nipples going on.
The nipple's a little hard. All right, got gamer nipples going on. Okay. So, speaking of gamer nipples and sniping noobs in the face, Modern Warfare 3 says they're going to be releasing constant updates from this point on. Now, so far, we haven't seen much change. We've seen, Drop Zone come along. We've seen some patches to fix...
Are we talking about the hotfix updates or the ones that require downloads?
Well, they're talking about DLC and stuff. It's research. This is what they said. Research shows players want the DLC broken up so it comes more regularly. And they also want to provide DLC to people more often, and they also want to experiment with more of a variety of DLC in the forms of playable content.
I could totally agree with that statement. I mean, if I was playing Call of Duty, which I'm not, I would so want constant DLC. Like in Battlefield, I so want constant DLC.
My thing is, are they going to give us constant DLC like we've already been getting? Like, like a map pack a month? Or is it the same amount of DLC, say, throughout the whole year, but they're just going to break it up?
Yeah, give you one map a week.
That would be
I think if they do it like that, they're just kind of screwing everybody. We just played the fuck out of y'all. We're giving y'all the same amount as Modern Warfare 2 got.
But you feel like it's more.
Yeah, but you feel like it's more because you get the map a month.
But they also said, speaking to the forms of playable content, they talking about they're in development of things that players can't even imagine yet. So I mean that sounds kind of cool. It kind of, I mean, I think that's along the lines of drop zone.
I don't know.
And stuff
Players
like that.
get pretty damn creative.
They do get pretty creative. But I mean they're saying this.
I don't know. That's a very, very bold statement.
That is a bold statement.
I know.
Like, if you're going to say that, I'm just going to hope that, like, what you deliver to us is going to meet up to that, you know?
Either that or that isn't, it isn't totally fucking retarded.
Like what?
Like more...
Like hide and go seek.
Could you picture,
I couldn't imagine Modern Warfare 3. That's right. They could bring hide and go seek in the
like, blam, tag, you're it.
God damn it. You just gave him an idea.
I know, right? Stop it. You stop it.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, paintball and stuff like that we've seen come in mods in Call of Duty 4. Maybe they're taking that into consideration, seeing that players show interest in stuff like paintball, stuff like that Star Wars mod and things like that. And maybe they're going to bring that into Modern Warfare 3. That could be hella interesting.
No.
No? I would like to play some paintball.
Yeah, if I want to go play paintball for real.
Shut up.
Like, if I play paintball in a video game, I can't really go out and shoot a bunch of people, like, with real bullets. I can really go out and shoot a bunch of people with paintballs, so, like, I don't want to play that in my video games.
I don't know. I think it could be an interesting gameplay. But, I mean, that's pretty much all we have on the news for Modern Warfare 3. But coming up in 2012, right now, coming up next week, Monday the 9th, CES starts. Consumer Electronics Show.
It's going to suck because Microsoft won't be there.
They'll be there this year.
Oh, well, it's going to suck next year because Microsoft won't be there.
2013, they won't be there. Failed troll just now.
That was a failed troll. It's going to be awesome this year. Yay!
Oh, my God.
What is that, a ferry? Instead of a troll, it's a ferry?
Yeah. Something like that. Something along those lines.
So Monday will be dedicated to press events. And so you can look forward to seeing Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo. I don't know if Nintendo will be there. But all the press events will be on Monday, and then the rest of the week will be the booths and hands-on, things like that. So I'm looking forward to see what's coming out. I mean, it's pretty much the start of the new year as far as gaming news and gaming things come out. So I can't wait till next week. We see what everybody's got, what they're bringing to the table. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty exciting. What's the name of Nintendo's next console?
The Wii U.
The Wii U? Bet you a paycheck they scrap that before it comes out.
I'm not betting you a paycheck. Because I do think it's coming out, but I'm not going to bet you that paycheck. I'm just not going to do it.
Yeah.
Just because there is a good chance that Mitch is going to get scrapped. But I mean, I'm excited about CES coming out soon this week. Like I said, a lot of news. And later on in the year, E3. Huge news. Now, this has been damn near confirmed. And just what we talked about, just what we predicted, for the next E3, Sony and Microsoft will show their next consoles this year. This year at E3.
Hell yeah!
Get excited, baby. We can't wait. If this happens, this E3, this will be the first E3 that all three major developers or major console makers are revealing details, about their next console. The Wii U. We're going to get release details and things like that. And Sony and Microsoft's next consoles. This could be the biggest E3 ever.
I think it's definitely going to be the most watched E3 ever.
The only thing that some people are going to throw up in Sony's face is that they talked about a 10-year plan with the PlayStation 3.
Wow.
But I mean, can you blame them? They saw what they fell behind on the Xbox.
Yeah, they just don't want to fall behind again. I mean, granted, dude, the PS3 has a capability of lasting 10 years, but I mean, when everybody else is bringing out next gen stuff, I mean, if they keep going with the PS3, they're just gonna fall behind even more.
It's got a year on the Xbox. It came out a year later. That's about all it has on the Xbox is a year. Yeah. So I mean, basically, they're just gonna scrap a year and come out head to head, and I think that's the smarter strategical move.
Yeah, because when they made all that technology for the PlayStation 3, they were like, "We got this. Yeah, 10 years, baby, we got it on lock."
$600.
Yeah, I mean it's technology, Like 6 months, it was close to outdated.
But I mean,
all the developers were like, "Yeah, we're topped out on this process and shit. We need more."
I can't wait for this year's E3. It's going to be huge. It's going to be. Excuse me, it's going to be major.
I would definitely be glued to my TV.
Yeah, I'm going to be DVRing everything.
Hell
Speaking
yeah.
of DVRing, they're talking about the next Xbox, I guess is what they're going to call it. Next Xbox is going to have DVR playback controls and stuff.
I mean, take it back to the roots. My original first generation Xbox had DVR controls.
Did it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Would you hack it or something?
Yeah, I hacked the fuck out of it. I was just playing. But yeah, that'd be pretty cool. You know, DVR. I mean, they're gonna give you all the, you know, the TV services and shit through Xbox Live. You're gonna be paying for it anyway.
Absolutely.
You know, like
the only thing you would be missing versus your cable company is the DVR. They're gonna fill that in.
Yeah, they might as well throw that in there.
I mean, they're trying to scrap cable companies.
Pretty much, and like that's fine. Like if you want to scrap cable companies, scrap them. But
Yeah.
like offer everything. Don't be like some of these assholes and be like, we'll give you these channels, but not these channels. So
Netflix,
yeah. Fucking,
Hulu.
oh, you couldn't see that on the screen.
Everybody's like, I mean, I would pay for Netflix and Hulu if I had DVR controls on that. Even though I know most of it's like instant playback, you still gotta watch commercials and certain things.
On Hulu, on Hulu you gotta watch commercials.
Anyway,
it's whatever. I mean,
yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing if I can make the swap from cable provider over to streaming kind of thing. I think that'd be cool.
I did it for over a year, and
are you still on it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I still have a subscription to Netflix and Hulu,
Plus.
but I just recently got my cable back. But I'm considering keeping those because I mean, with those, I don't need to get a DVR from the cable company. But like with the next gen consoles, if it comes with DVR, I mean.
Scrap cable.
Yeah.
Get rid of it.
I could scrap either cable or I could scrap the Netflix and the Hulu.
And they run your TV through these consoles nowadays and everything. They're streaming television, cable companies to the Xbox now.
Yeah.
So if you give you DVR controls, you're good to go.
They're giving you so many options now. It's just...
I mean, I think these consoles are about to become the center of your entertainment center.
Your home entertainment center.
I mean, people have tried for years to make, PC, media center PCs.
Right.
It's not cost effective.
No, it's not.
It really is expensive.
Dude.
And then it's kind of a hassle. You got a little keyboard. You got this. I mean, the consoles, especially like the Kinect, talking to my Xbox is fucking cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I tell my Xbox to do something. I'm not gonna lie, shit's cool.
Right.
And then I can just do like this and do what I want to do. It's
you know how they got the smart TVs
sweet.
now?
Yeah.
Now imagine they packed a console into that thing.
They're doing that. They're talking about packing a Kinect into it, packing PlayStations into it.
That would be cool as fuck, yeah.
It's coming, bro. It is absolutely coming.
I can't wait.
Maybe we'll see some of that stuff. I mean, Sony is a TV developer.
Yeah.
They make TVs.
Well, they made a 3D TV for the PS3, a 3D
for the
TV.
PlayStation, yeah. Well, when are they going to make a PlayStation in the TV?
That would be badass.
That's what they're going to do. I guarantee you it's coming. 2013, we're going to see both next new consoles coming out.
I would so buy that.
It is going to be epic.
I'd buy that twice.
Well, you know what you're going to see?
Twice.
Both rooms?
Yes.
You know what you're going to see?
Both rooms. You act like I have a 2-room house.
You got a bedroom, don't you?
Both rooms for you. The living room and the bedroom.
Exactly. Excuse me.
Bedroom's not
get
mine.
specific
What are you
enough
talking
for you. What you will see at CES, you know that 3D headset display?
Yes.
More details. CES for you.
I thought that shit was supposed to be out like this month.
In Japan it is.
In Japan?
Yeah, it's supposed
Yeah.
Fuck you, Japan. You get all the cool shit way too early.
No, they got the Vita way too early, and thank God they got that because it is failing. The PlayStation Portable outsold the Vita.
Wow.
The PSP in Japan outsold the Vita in the first week. Wow. Exaggerated wow for the audience.
I mean,
Inside joke.
Like Michael Pachter said,
who?
every time. I just like Michael Pachter said, it is dead on arrival, and we've broke it down over the weeks, and it just sucks. The way they did it sucks.
This is one thing I totally agree with him on. I mean, like I said,
It
in
could
my
have been.
opinion before, dude, mobile game with smartphones, mobile game is dead.
There's too much shit, bro.
I just bought the
Too much
Razer
shit.
with a dual core processor.
Yep.
It can do all the gaming shit that
Dude,
the Vita will be able to
It's got
do.
more power than half the laptops.
Dude, my wife and a
runs a
lot of her
laptop.
family members for Christmas got the fucking Kindle Fire. It's in color. It's like a little miniature fucking bigger than a
Angry
phone, smaller than a
Birds.
tablet. It's got all that shit on that. I mean,
dedicated portable handhelds are done.
Done.
The 3DS...
Gaming devices, yes.
Yeah, dedicated gaming portable handhelds are done.
The 3DS gimmick, PlayStation 4.
It's selling. It's selling.
Well, that's because it's for children.
Yeah.
I mean,
Christmas
Sony and Xbox is going towards the older crowd. Nintendo's staying towards the younger crowd.
Yeah, because it's the only thing you can get fucking Mario and shit on. Like, that's the only reason people are still buying that shit.
And like they got Dora games and all that bullshit.
Wow.
Dude,
I mean,
what's wrong with Dora?
I hate Dora.
You racist.
You got the hots for Dora?
No, my daughter watches Dora.
Okay.
My son watches Diego.
What's the other one? What's the Chinese one?
I don't know.
Ni Hao Kailan?
Yeah, Kylan.
Ni Hao Gaming World.
So moving on, we're going to talk about what to look forward to in 2012. Besides
so
CES,
much to look forward to.
Yes, besides CES next week, Monday,
And E3.
and E3 coming out, Q2 of next year. Some of the games coming out in January. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Future Soldier. Now that's on PC. All of these dates and months some of them are a little tentative. Don't hold me to it.
Subject to change.
Subject to change. Perfect. And it's coming out sometime in March on Xbox and PS3. Now that shit looked cool.
Yes.
Ghost Recon looked actually pretty cool.
Very
some of the other
That
ones
shit did look cool.
they didn't speak to me that much, but that was mine.
Yeah.
This one looks really cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
very
just
excited.
the gunsmith shit that they showed off
For
with
the Kinect?
Yeah.
Dude,
That was some of the
Game.
coolest.
I just hit the
That
whole
was
mic.
that was
My
some
bad.
of the coolest Kinect stuff I've ever seen.
Yeah, like dude broke the whole gun apart and shit.
just not
moving
moving
stuff
his
around.
hand.
That
Like,
shit was
how you
awesome.
doing, Minority Report?
Yeah, that shit was cool.
That was actually really cool. I'm looking forward to that. And it's not like a multiplayer, maybe something in GameFly or Redbox or something like that, but it definitely looked like a cool experience.
It's probably going to have a multiplayer on it, but
Well,
I don't know
mean,
if it's going to rival like Modern Warfare or Battlefield.
Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter had its little following, Rainbow Six had its following online,
Right.
They just need to look at what's going on with Call of Duty and Battlefield and give us a competitive
I agree.
multiplayer that's going to compete with all the ones out there.
Granted, Rainbow Six isn't going to bring the vehicles like Battlefield does.
No.
I don't. But
Well, this is Ghost Recon. So.
Yeah, this is Ghost Recon, but Rainbow Six. I played Rainbow Six online, a little bit, and,
Right.
and
Dude,
it's Call of Duty just without the perks and the kill streaks.
it's
the
a
same shit.
realistic
That sounds
Call.
like-
Yeah,
It's a
Counter-Strike
realistic.
to me.
yeah.
It's a realistic Call of Duty because, dude, all the Tom Clancy's games, dude, you get hit with 2 bullets, you're dead.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So if you want realism, you go with Tom Clancy, dude, straight up.
I think that game's going to be cool. But, what else? Moving on to February, Twisted Metal. You guys excited about this?
No,
Me either.
let it die. It's fucking done.
I don't want to say let it die. It's just not my thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not my thing.
No.
Twisted Metal.
Well,
I
I
played
think-
the shit out of it on the PlayStation 1. Me and
Oh,
my
yeah?
pops used to sit there and blow each other up in arena mode, but
Blowing out that Eiffel Tower.
I just think I've outgrown Twisted Metal,
Yeah.
altogether. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't have that
Well-
appeal. Not to mention the graphics kind of look like a big pile of booty hole.
I don't know.
Just like the old Twisted
Just
Metal
like the
games.
old Twisted Metal games.
They're keeping that nostalgia factor
Oh,
going,
okay. Well, speaking of nostalgic games, SSX is coming out, the new one.
I never got into it.
No,
Never got
me
into
I
that.
kinda
none
like
of the
the-
Tony Hawk's,
it came.
none of that
Yeah,
shit.
it came out the same time Tony Hawk did. You see, I played Tony Hawk. I didn't play SSX.
I played the shit out of both of them. Tony Hawk kicked SSX's ass, without
Yes.
a doubt. But Tony Hawk has died since then.
Yes.
SSX, they kind of took a time to marinate, watch Tony Hawk fail, and now they're going to come out. And believe it or not, this game looks really cool. It looks like it's going to have a lot of features. I just think the graphics look solid. They're a little cartoony, but I think the style's good.
You know there is a new Tony Hawk game coming out this year.
Well, I ignore Tony Hawk.
He's still dead,
altogether.
damn it.
It's done. Tony Hawk is done. Sorry about your bad luck, brother. You're still a good skater, but get the F out of here with your games. I mean, SSX looks like it's going to be cool, but what else? March, you ready for this? Mass Effect 3!
Hell yeah.
Game of the year.
It quite possibly could be.
Dude.
The only way that shit won't win Game of the Year
Diablo.
is if freaking Red Dead 2 comes out or Red Dead whatever.
Dude.
Because they got Mass Effect 2 got gypped over that fucking game last year. Or the year before that, 2010.
Red Dead Redemption is
Dude,
an amazing game.
Mass Effect
Not
is
as good as Mass Effect 2.
If you haven't played it yet, I
No.
recommend playing Red Dead Redemption.
Mass Effect 2 is
Awesome.
better than
You'll
Red
get
Dead.
about halfway through it and quit, just like
Yes.
the rest of us. Anyway, Mass Effect 3 is going to be the fucking
It's
shit.
the
you know?
number one contender for Game of the Year. Straight up.
Well, coming out the same month. This is March we're talking about here. Max Payne.
Max Payne 3. Dude, I love Max Payne. Dude, Max Payne is fucking awesome back
I've never touched the Max Payne game. I can't lie.
Dude, I tried to play like the first 2. The controls are so fucked up. I just...
Are you
That's back in the day.
I almost broke the game, I swear to God.
That shit was awesome, yo. I fucking love Max Payne. Tried to revisit that shit on the 360 and kind of ruin that experience for myself. But yeah, that shit was awesome back in the day. Yeah, like I can't wait to see what this one's gonna turn out to be. It looks like they kept like that hardcore bullet time styling that they had in the first one.
Well, while you're playing Max Payne, you're gonna be playing Diablo 3 same month.
Yeah,
that's a PC only title.
Damn straight.
But
gotta make sure my PC is able to run that shit.
At least at the lowest settings, huh?
Yeah.
Diablo looks cool as shit. I never touched 1 or 2, but this may be one of the ones I end up touching.
Dude,
I don't know. Depends on how much time I have having a baby.
Dude,
you know what I'm saying?
If you didn't play Skyrim, you're not playing Diablo.
Okay, then I don't know. I don't know about Diablo. What is it?
Diablo is different than Skyrim.
But it's still like
it's a little it's similar, but it's different. Dude, Diablo is like constant action.
Is it an RPG?
Yeah.
I'm not touching
it.
Yeah,
you probably won't play it.
The only RPGs I play
but
is
I'm
like...
telling you, it's different. Dude, you can get into you walk into a room and you got like 200 enemies swarming your ass. And it's like a 20-minute fight, just freaking... It's just amazing.
That sounds boring to me.
What a dumbass.
20 enemies just run in and you're like boom, boom, boom.
No, 200, not 20.
You said 200.
I don't know about I don't know. Whatever. It's Diablo. Maybe I'll touch it. Maybe I won't. Depends on what it looks like. But I mean, it doesn't matter. It's still going to be an awesome game, regardless of whether or not I play it.
Stupid.
Fuck you. But the only RPGs I'll play so far is Red Dead Redemption and
that's not even a fucking RPG.
Grand Theft Auto.
That's not an RPG either.
That's as far as I'll go into RPG, baby. And speaking of Grand Theft Auto 5 is slated for November 15th.
Yeah, so is Saints Row or San Andreas 2. Like,
what?
that's
like a throwback. That's like a they're doing like the downloadable, the old games for people who haven't played it yet.
Dude, Grand Theft Auto 5. I'm a big fan of Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto 4 I kind of lost touch with it. Like, I couldn't really get into it as much as I did the previous Grand Theft Auto games.
I feel you. I didn't get into it as much, but I mean, I still enjoyed it.
Yeah, I still enjoyed it. I had a blast with the multiplayer.
Dude, I wasn't a big fan of the Middle Eastern main character.
Yeah, I just couldn't connect with the game. Like, it just didn't have that.
Nico?
Nico Bellic.
That grasp on me like San Andreas and Grand Theft Auto did, and
well,
even
this
Vice
one
City.
should have that grasp because I think it's revisiting one of those games.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure San Andreas.
As long as it's not 4.
I mean, but that was revisiting 3, like back in Liberty City, right? Like, I mean.
Yeah, but it was with a Middle Eastern guy.
This is on a whole new engine, right? They've built.
Just call it Russian. Who's Russian?
Now, Rockstar has done two big things since Grand Theft Auto 4. They've done several things, but 2 big things they've done is Red Dead Redemption, which is on a whole new engine, and that engine is huge, it's vast, it runs clean, and it looks great. And they've done L.A. Noire. That new facial, whatever they're doing technology is phenomenal.
Yeah,
you play that game, and then you go back to another game, and you miss the shit out of that facial recognition technology.
Yeah, but the thing is, are they going to combine those 2?
That's what I'm about to say. What if they did?
Dude, if they did, the game would be competitive.
Have you seen the process of that? I mean, it's real actors.
I played in
and
LA
they
Noire.
got a room with like 20 cameras, and it's tracking every.
I played
every
LA Noire,
motion.
and dude, the facial recognition dude, you have to rely for some of the missions. You have to rely on the people's faces.
Yeah,
you got to figure out whether they're lying or not.
That's pretty cool, dude. I mean, when they get to that point. We're going to see a lot of games coming out with that because that's next level technology. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's the next step. Yeah. I mean, pretty much.
I'm hoping they put that in GTA 5. I know that'd be a ton of work because of all the dialogue and all the faces.
I think there's way too many faces. I mean, they might do it with a couple of the main characters, but I mean, you just run into too many people.
You know what I think the problem was with Grand Theft Auto 4 for me? Is they try to take it too serious.
Yeah, dude, the main character.
Saints Row.
And then Saints Row comes out and we're like, well, fuck the serious shit. We're gonna beat people up with big purple dildos. Like, you know. I think they need to kind of take it back to the roots on that shit, to where it's not so like dramatic. And
well, you know, I gotta honestly say, confess, if you will, I've played almost every Grand Theft Auto. Never finished one. Never finished a single one. You know what I end up doing?
Huh.
I get about, you know, somewhere between 25 and 40% done with the game. And then I got like some cool weapons and I got some cool shit to use. And then I just start killing stuff and get my. I like how high can I keep my star level and how long can I keep it that high? Like I remember one time I got up on a tower and I'm sniping random people and then the cops come and I'm blowing shit up and it's just, I steal a tank. It's just nuts,
I've done that so many times.
Dude, that's a lot of fun to be had in Grand Theft Auto games, just running around not doing a fucking thing.
You get pissed off at work one day and you're like, oh my god, I'm going to play Grand Theft Auto.
I'm killing everybody.
You just get on the game, you're like, ga, 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 ga.
You just picture other people in the game.
Damn straight.
That's not healthy.
No, not at all.
But it's therapeutic.
Oh my god. Also coming out in 2012, BioShock Infinite.
Yes. Dude, they did a whole different turn in this game. Instead of being underwater, it's gonna be in the air.
The sky.
Yeah.
On a floating city.
I mean, I guess they were like, if it's not going to be, if we're going to do it different, it can't be underwater.
I guess they think, we've done everything under the water, now let's go in the air.
In the air.
Well, I don't know about this game. I know 2 kind of, it was, you know, decently reviewed. But it wasn't greatly reviewed, mostly because it was kind of a lot the same as number 1.
It was basically like a big DLC. They fixed a couple of things that people complained about.
And they let you play as a Big Daddy.
Yeah, they fixed a couple of things.
But the biggest complaint about that was you didn't feel like a Big Daddy. You went up against a Big Daddy in number 1.
Dude, it took you forever to beat it.
And it was a bitch. But if playing as a Big Daddy in number 2, you got your ass beat in the beginning. Yep. So you didn't feel like a Big Daddy. You know what I'm saying? You didn't feel like that guy. But I mean, BioShock Infinite, kind of a reboot, if you will, of BioShock. I think it's actually going to be kind of cool. They put a lot of time in this game. They announced this shit like a year and a half ago.
Right.
And it was damn near done. I mean, we're seeing demos, we're seeing all kind of stuff. So they got tons of time to polish, tons of time to get their story straight, tons of time to make sure there's no glitches. Yeah. I mean, and they brought a multiplayer into number 2. I think that was a fail. That was a tack on. Yeah. Leave that shit alone. Give us a great story. People are going to buy the game if you give them what they're looking for, and I think that's what we're looking for. You know what I'm saying? I think BioShock Infinite is going to be... I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be great. Also coming out, Grid 2. Now, I've never played Grid 1. What's that?
Grid 1 looked pretty cool. I played the demo. You know, didn't really...
Didn't play it?
No, I never got into it.
Obviously a racing game.
Yeah, obviously a racing game. I love racing games. Not sim racers.
No,
like more
I hate sim racers.
More the arcade style, and that's what Grid kind of felt like to me, was more the arcade style racer. And like I'm thinking by this time, if they're coming out with another one, you know, they feel like they got enough to push another one, you know, for good reason. So you know, not just to make money, because I don't think that game sold very well.
Well, hopefully they're not just trying to capitalize on the name. Maybe it'll be cool. You know, some people are probably looking forward to it. But you know what else I'm looking forward to? Tomb Raider.
Dude, that game looked amazing.
Now, if you haven't seen anything about Tomb Raider, they come out with a trailer earlier this year. This shit looked awesome.
Dude, it looked like a freaking movie.
It did. I mean, it looked like Uncharted, but next level Uncharted. It looked even better than Uncharted.
Dude, it's going to be a game of the year
contender. Which isn't hard to do.
Dude, hands down, it's going to be a game of the year contender. Seriously. That
Tomb
game
Raider
is awesome.
Is an old franchise. It had some good games, but you know it looked like ass.
Yes,
even back in the day, it didn't really look that good. It wasn't groundbreaking. The gameplay was mostly platform and a little of this, a little of that. This one looks like it could be phenomenal. You know, to say the least, it could be freaking phenomenal. But you know, we don't know too much about it. Expect to see a little bit about it at CES, maybe a lot about it at E3. They're going to try to pump this game.
I think they're going to do that debut at E3.
From E3 on, you're going to see a lot about Tomb Raider. I guarantee you, this game's going to blow your freaking socks off. But moving on with another game, Borderlands 2. I played a little bit of Borderlands 1. Big RPG, first person, run around, do this, you know, fetch quests and all.
You played it like 20 minutes and then traded.
I played it for about 3 hours.
Liar.
Yeah,
I did. I really did. Couldn't get into it.
I've never played it either.
Now, don't get me wrong. The graphic style was pretty cool, and
That's
you know,
cell shaded art. Like
the cell shaded was all right, dude. Some people aren't into it. Are you into it?
Not really. Like it depends on
It
the
looked
style
good.
of game. You know,
It looked good.
I don't want cell shaded shooters at all. You know.
But I don't know. Borderlands 2, a lot of people loved it. It kind of had like a cult following. It was critically acclaimed, but you know, it was no, you know, it wasn't a huge hit seller wise. Obviously, it sold enough to make another a sequel.
Yeah.
But another game that was critically acclaimed and it sold well was Transformers: War for Cybertron. Now that is over, Transformers: Fall of Cybertron,
Dude,
made by High Moon Studios. Now this is the game. This is not like a tie-in movie or tie-in game to a movie. This is a standalone game. Now the first one, War for Cybertron, was phenomenal.
Yes.
An amazing game, top to bottom. I'm not a Transformers fan personally. I mean, you know, I'm cool with them. I'm not like a die-hard fan. I freaking love the game just for the game.
Yeah.
I will always say that.
Dude, that
I want to be playing this game.
Dude, the co-op missions, dude, me and you had tons of fun with that.
Hell yeah, we did. This is Fall of Cybertron, the next game coming out. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I just wanted to say that. I don't know
The
if I did.
cinematic trailer for that game looks incredible.
It is going to be a phenomenal game.
I think the multiplayer for
could've been
the
a
War
hit.
for Cybertron could have been a hit.
Oh,
If
man,
people
it
would have
could've
given
been
it
a
a
hit.
chance, it could have been a hit. But
It
they
had a
looked
couple
at-
glitches.
Yeah, but I mean, people just looked at it like, oh, it's just tacked
They-
on.
well, they-
you know,
they-
screw it. I'm
It
not
wasn't.
checking it out.
It wasn't tacked
No,
on. It was
it
actually
wasn't.
kind of cool. It had a little bit of lag issues. Their servers weren't all right. Hopefully they get that right this time. This could actually be a contender in the multiplayers. If y'all don't know about this game, go check out Fall of Cybertron. You probably find it in a bargain bin. I'm telling you.
Yeah, what they had.
I would pay
loadouts.
$30 for this damn game. It is an amazing game.
Yeah,
It really
loadouts.
is. About 12 hours. Yeah, War for Cybertron. I would
No,
pay
dude.
$30 for that game.
No, we
I would
played-
pay full price
dude,
for Fall.
we both game flyed it and we kept it. Dude, we kept it for what? At
A
least
month?
a week?
Month? I kept it for a month. I
Dude,
played the multiplayer like hell.
Yeah, dude. That game was great.
Speaking of a game that wasn't so great, Medal of Honor in 2012 is coming out with another title. Now, the first one was made by Danger Close, the single player, and DICE made the multiplayer. Man, DICE must have put their B team on the multiplayer because it did not do well. It did not perform well. It did not feel good. It just wasn't a good first-person shooter multiplayer. And it's just I hope this one's better. Now, the first Medal of Honor, if you got the opportunity, you see it in a red box, pick it up. It's a 4-hour campaign on hard. I beat it on hard in
That's
4
terrible.
hours,
That's
but it was
terrible.
good. But it was great. It was a good. It was a good.
It was fun fighting
campaign.
the opposing force. Huh?
Yeah, no, it was the Taliban.
They called it in the town. The
in
Taliban
the single player.
campaign?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
But it was a great campaign. I loved it, but the single player just didn't touch home. It just didn't hold a candle to what else is available out there. And it's just, you know, hopefully Medal of Honor 2, they put a little more stock into their multiplayer and keep people holding on to this game and make it a contender. Because, let's face it, Call of Duty needs competition.
Do you remember seeing the trailers for the multiplayer for Medal of Honor?
That shit looks so epic.
Dude, I thought that shit was going to be the craziest, most epic shit ever.
I was ready.
Like, it
I was
looked
ready.
amazing and all this shit, and then, like, you tell me about it. It took his first time playing it, Sensei, and he tells me about it, and I'm like, I won't even check that shit out.
I mean, it was okay, but it just didn't, like I said, didn't hold a candle to what else is available out there. Call of Duty needs a competitor because they're sitting on their laurels. It's obvious that they're resting. They're using old engines.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong; they look good. They're holding up a little bit.
They look okay.
They look
don't
okay.
look good. They don't look good.
Yeah, I mean, you put it up against Battlefield's looks, and it doesn't hold a candle. I mean, you know, Battlefield's got the audio engine that's just unrivaled.
God, Battlefield sounds fucking amazing through
The
some
sounds
fucking headphones. Dude.
in Battlefield are phenomenal. Modern Warfare 3 sounds like crap.
Dude,
to be honest with you.
if Battlefield would just get that squad system set up, I mean,
They really
We'll
has,
probably
they
be
still
playing
got
that
some
shit
issues.
right now.
Yeah,
they still
Battlefield
got some
had their
issues.
squad system fixed.
But that's it. The agenda's done, guys.
That's it.
That's all for this week. There's no news really. I mean, we're
No.
just capping up on the year. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? 2012.
yeah, we're
Getting
looking
ready for the
forward.
world to end.
Looking forward to see what's going on.
The world's that's right. Assassin's Creed 3 finally coming out in December 2012 because
Well,
that's
those
when
are
the
the
world's
givens.
gonna end.
Assassin's Creed 3 coming out.
Mass Effect 3.
Mass Effect. Well, no, that's the given. The Call of Duty. You're probably gonna have some type of Battlefield.
I don't know.
They don't
They
have a 2 year
wait
cycle.
2 years. Yeah, they wait 2 years.
Actually, this was like a 1.5 year cycle, but you never know because the first one was in March.
Potatoes, apples, something like that.
Anyway, you got your givens coming out next year. You got the games we talked about. Tell us what you're most excited about in the comment section below, and we can talk about it there.
Calling it now. Next Call of Duty is going to be the Zombie Nazi Apocalypse. That's going to be the name of it, not Black Ops 2.
Who wants to bet him a paycheck on that?
Bet me a paycheck.
Please
I will
don't.
not take that bet.
don't do it because he don't need to lose the money.
I don't need to lose the money.
Anyway, guys, that's it for Startup X episode 19. I'm Six Sensei. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Lawless.
No problem.
Thank you, Psycho.
Anytime.
Startup X episode 19, and we're out. Peace.
Later.
Peace.